Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another GT Sport video. Now today, I just want to give a big shout out to the guy in second here, R4M member, the Italian in P2, because he was such a great sport in this race and it really led to a fantastic race. So I'm excited to show you this race, guys. I really am. But I just want to give a quick shout out. For some reason the footage is a little bit jolty, so I do apologise for that. But yeah. We're in the B-rated lobbies at the moment because of the penalty system kind of done us over. If you saw my video from Friday, last Friday that is, we got absolutely screwed and lost 30,000 driver rating points, which absolutely screwed us over. So now we are in these lower rated lobbies. Now that does not mean these races are easy, because you do get other A+ drivers such as the guy behind me. You know, they kind of drop back as well because they'll have one bad race and they'll be with us as well. But we get the green lights and we are underway, and we've got the Italian behind us straight away. I've decided in this race to go for the Volkswagen Beetle. It's just a solid car, and recently I've really been struggling with pace around here ever since I lost 30,000 DR. It's been a real nightmare. But we jump on board with the Italian here. You can see straight away he is not going to give us a moment's rest. He is going to be on us for the rest of this race, and he's not going to give us any space whatsoever. He's going to be on the back of us, and we're just going to have to make sure we give 110% if we want to win this race, which I desperately want to do. I really do, guys, because the DR rating has taken absolute hammering recently. So is our SR, so a win would really boost my confidence. Now normally around this track the Audi R8 is the quickest car, which is what my opponent behind me is in, but I'm just in the Beetle because I'm really struggling at the moment, guys. I'll be honest with you, I've completely and utterly lost my mojo on this game and I really need to just find it again. But yeah, we jump on board with the Italian once more. He looks for a move, I think, but then he gets a big shove from the Spaniard behind him, and that drops him down into P3. So that gives us a little bit of a breathing room here. So we're still in first place. Sit rep, just half a lap in. You know, we've got 7/10 gap to the Spaniard behind us in the Peugeot, and then going through this left-hander here onto a left-hander. It's a constant left-hander, isn't it? Really, it's a very, very difficult corner to get right. It's honestly, Suzuka, it's so much more difficult than what it looks. I mean, it looks difficult already, but if you drive around here on this game, especially in Group 3 cars, it can be a lot more difficult than you expect. Anyways, going through 130R, just cannot go flat out through there. Unfortunately, not like in an F1 car, you don't quite have the downforce. But back on board with the Italian here. The Spaniard goes for a big dive on me, doesn't pull it off, manages to ghost, and the Italian, R4M de Jean, I'm not quite sure, so sorry if I've butchered your name there, mate. But yeah, he's now popped up into P2, so he's going to back of us once more. We do set the fastest lap, but that's what you'd expect. If you are in P1, you generally are going to set the fastest lap because you are the first one to cross that line. But the Italian here, even though the Spaniard managed to overtake him and we managed to give a little bit of a gap, he's right on the back of us again. So this guy has got some serious pace, real pace, and you can tell that he is an S-rated driver, not just from seeing it at the start, but his driving style and the way he drives, really good, really superb. So I have to say, throughout this race, he gives us a call race. He really does. So again, massive shout out, and it goes to show on this game as well what kind of race you can have if you have someone as clean as this guy. So yeah, fingers crossed. But anyways, this right-hander here, really difficult to get right because you feel like you can carry more speed, but the more you do, you know, you're in big danger of going wide on the left-hand side and just hitting the grass, and then your race is kind of over. But once again, going through this hairpin, really difficult once more because you can see the Italian tries to put his foot down too early, and the rear end gets a bit squeamish, and yeah, it just really unsettled. And thankfully, that gives us a little bit of a breather. But due to the slipstream on this game, by the next corner, he's right on the back of us once more. So yeah, it didn't compromise him too much, and he's going to be right on the back of us just before we go to 130R. So we've got this long straight then, and yeah, I'm going to have to look and check that radar just to see whereabouts he is. I can see he's about 2/10 behind, less than 2/10 now. So I've gone defensive straight away. Then I've realised he's not really got enough space to go for the move. So I go back on the racing line, go defensive, and that just causes him to back out a little bit, and he realises he probably can't quite get the move done there. I outbrake myself there, miss the apex of the first corner. The second corner was a lot better, exit the chicane quite nicely, but once again the Italian is still behind us. It would have been interesting to see as we set a purple time there, but he goes even quicker. So he's got the slipstream here. He's really, really close now. Goes for a move around, but unfortunately goes into the back of me. But that is my fault. There's no doubt about that. That's my fault. I'll hold my hands up on that one. I reacted way, way too late for that. Definitely, that is my fault. I apologise to the Italian there. I didn't see it. I reacted, you know, last minute, last second, and it wasn't great. So yeah, apologies. Apologies to the Italian there, but we're still holding this position and somehow we are still in P1. I really do like the Beetle, you know. It's clearly not the fastest car around this track. There's no doubt about that. It's clearly that the Audi is the fastest car, but I just do like driving this thing around this track. It's just, the Beetle is just one of those cars. If you're having a bad time with GT Sport like I am, if you just can't find a rhythm, the Beetle is just a solid car to go with because it's got such good grip coming in and out of corners. It lets you put traction down very easily. So you just kind of, it builds your confidence up again. So if you are struggling, I do suggest you try and get in the Beetle or anything that's kind of got really good in traction zones. Porsche is normally a really good shout as well. But I just thought, let's go against the normal stuff. You know, your Audis, your Porsche. Let's go in the Volkswagen Beetle, something a little bit different, and see what we can do in this race. And so far, it's going very, very well. We are currently 3 laps in. We've got a difference of about half a second to the Italian behind us. But again, the slipstream on this straight is going to prove to be strong, and it is going to just pull him in. So it's 3 temps now. Under 3 temps, we get set for 130R. Again, very difficult corners to get right. Do you brake? Do you just let go of the accelerator? Who knows? Who knows? But I just brake after the cones here. It's a lot better on the chicane there. Inside, then the outside, and then boom, put your foot down, stick to the right hand side, and slowly turn to the left here for the best racing line. So we crossed the line then. That was actually purple, so we set a 2:07, which is the fastest lap of the race. But look at the Italian here, he's so close. He looks for a move, but he just decides to back out, which is again big credit to him because there's so many people who go for a dive bomb on the inside there. And then just wipe each other out, and it will just be the end of the race, and P3 gets a lucky victory. But for the rest of this race, because this is the last lap, I've decided to just put his camera or his view of the race in the top right hand corner, so you can get like a really good point of view from both aspects of the race, from both our cameras. So yeah, so we go purple, but as you can see, he went purple as well. So we really are doing our absolute best here to try and win this race. But this guy, again, big props to him, big shout out. I don't feel like enough GT Sport YouTubers give shout out to people that drive really well and really quickly. I don't think people do it enough, so that's why I've been doing it in this race. Because people deserve to be praised if they drive as cleanly and as well and as fast as this guy. So that's why I've done it. Anyways, coming out of the hairpin, I actually went in first gear then, and I feel like it helped a little bit, but maybe second gear was the better choice there. But you know, it still worked out okay. So we're still in our P1 position again after the cones. There's a little bit of concrete on the right hand side. That's normally what I use as my braking point. Here again, a constant left-hander, but this I feel is more about your throttle control really coming out there. But you can see the Italian behind us. He's done really well coming out of that corner. Oh, he's going to be close coming into 130R, getting that slipstream. I'm already sticking to the inside. I'm having to go defensive here. This means I'm not really going to get the racing line I want coming out of here. He's going to go for a move on the outside. It's going to be a battle of who brakes latest, and that is me, frankly. But am I going to make the corner? Just about. Absolutely. Get it through there. Go through the chicane. This race is mine. Surely that's P1 in the bag. Where is that white line? Let's stick to the right-hand side. Whereabouts is it? There it is, and we cross the line, and that is P1. Fantastic race. So good. He just kept me under pressure the whole race. Was super clean, and it was just one of those races where I sent a message after saying that was really good. It was just a fantastic race, honestly. But I just wanted to show you guys that because good races on this game are really rare to come by these days. So I wanted to show you guys this video because I absolutely love this race. But there you go, guys. Really hope you enjoyed that. Not the longest video in the world today, but it's just one single race, unedited really, because I wanted to give you a true feel of what the race was like. But please let me know if you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're subscribed already, thank you very much. And yeah, fingers crossed. I'll see you for the next one very shortly. Take care, everyone. Ta-da.